Okie dokie folks, good afternoon from Madeira Airport, Madeira Funchal Airport. Beautiful, warm and 25 degrees plus here at the moment, and a very good afternoon to all of you dear channel members. John Driscoll, thank you very much mate, and welcome to the live stream. Ferry Hill Train Spotter as well, great to have you on board, and hope you can all hear me, hope the audio and the video and everything is all okay. As you can see, we've got a view overlooking the apron. Got Wizz Air A321 Neo on the ground, EasyJet A320, Ryanair 737-800 and a TUI 737-800, as well as Binter Canarius ATR 72-600 and a private business jet, which is, I can't make out the registration, OM something or other. Anyway, that is the aircraft here on the ground at Madeira at the moment, and just waiting on a TUI 737-800 which is coming in. Runway 05 is in use at the moment, so that's from that side. Sam Chibaz 1990, thank you very much mate, great to have you on board as well, hope you're keeping well, thank you so much. Wayne Hartshorn and Simon Kirby, good afternoon to you both as well, hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. But, yeah, we've got a couple of movements coming and going in the next wee while. But, both myself and my wife having a lovely honeymoon at the moment and enjoying Madeira. It's a beautiful island. It's really fantastic, lots of greenery and lots and lots to see. So we've got the TUI, which is, let's have a look. So the TUI 737 from Frankfurt, Delta Alpha Bravo Mike Victor, this one is an ex-Air Berlin 737 that's coming in, and it's painted in a bit of a promotional livery that TUI has, and we'll be seeing that landed in just a moment. It's past 10,000 feet, just descending through 9,000 now, and it won't be too long until that's down on the ground. But yeah, the location here is pretty fantastic. Just to give you an idea of the view, so we can see both ends of the runway. Got runway 23 just over there. It's the touchdown markers in the distance. So it doesn't matter which side of the approach they come on, you get a great view. But I would have done this live stream using my normal thing of using a tripod. However, when me and my wife were on our way to Edinburgh Airport to get our flight to London, we got off the bus, well, coach, at Edinburgh Airport, and we were one of the last ones to be getting off the bus, and somebody took our suitcase. So all of our clothes and everything for our honeymoon and everything, including my Velbon tripod, which was in the suitcase, were all taken. So we ended up with someone else's suitcase, and whoever had picked up the wrong suitcase had left us with a suitcase full of Lucozade and energy drinks and beer and medication. However, there was no name or anything on it, so we ended up having to go shopping before we took our flight to Madeira, and yeah, as such I'm without a tripod and I don't have my Velbon DV7000, which is a bit of a pain. So all the live stream will be handheld for the most part, apart from when I put it down just to take a break. That's the runway 05 end there, and at the moment that is the way that they're making the approach. So the aircraft and everything they'll all come in from this direction, which is a much more scenic approach. So yeah, if you're wondering why this live stream's all handheld, that's the reason why. And we got in touch with the airport, we got in touch with CityLink and the different ones, Swissport, and unfortunately thus far nobody has returned our case, and yeah, a bit of a pain really. But these things happen. Main thing is we managed to get away, so yeah, it's not all bad, not all bad at all. Kev M, thank you so much, mate. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much for your support as well, and to each and every one of you dear channel members. I know I've been a bit quiet the last couple of weeks, but thank you all so much for your continued support. It really means a lot. Streaming on your honeymoon day. Well, I managed to. I went and did a little bit of filming yesterday, which was nice. Got a couple of movements, but overall, Madeira actually is. There's not been tons of activity. It's not been all that busy. I was here obviously at the end of 2021 and it seemed busier. It seems daft even though it's busier now, but it almost felt busier then than it is now, even though that's not the case. But yeah. Marky's Games, hello mate, welcome to the live stream. I'm doing very, very well, thanks. Could everyone just confirm for me please, if you could just confirm in the live chat that the audio and the video is okay. I just want to check that the audio and the quality is okay. Mainly because I'm using the Wi-Fi here and I'm not entirely sure how good it is, but if you could let me know, that'd be very appreciated. Stephen Marchant, thank you very much. Thanks for the congrats, mate. Yeah, I met up, I don't know if anyone saw, but I met up with Pedro, Madeira planespotting yesterday, and spent a little bit of time with him filming and so on, and had a really, really good time. Really dedicated to the live streams, and honestly he has such an amazing setup for doing the live streams from here at Madeira, and he's got lots of things upcoming as well. So yeah, I've been following Pedro's content since he started on YouTube in 2018, and he's doing a fantastic job, and also got to meet some other local spotters and pilots as well, so that was really nice. And it's such a nice community to have here. I find that in certain of the Canary Islands as well, and Spain and other places, there's just such a nice group of people who are into their aviation, and it's nice to feel part of that, especially when you're someone coming from another country. Yes, sharing the same and you know, the same interests, but just to see that enthusiasm from other people is really, really nice. But Pedro is an amazing guy. If anyone hasn't checked out his channel, he does live streams from here in Madeira frequently, and yeah, Madeira planespotting. If you check out his channel, really, really good guy. Well worth watching. Yep, all good. Yeah, plenty of Lucozade, Sam. Yeah. Thankfully, the ones at Swissport were kind enough to take the bag because they appreciated it wasn't our bag, and unfortunately there was nothing they could do, and it wasn't their fault. It was whoever picked up the bag picked up the wrong bag. But either way, it left us in a bit of a pickle. Steve and John Kenneth, it's all good, fantastic. Thank you all very much. Thank you. I'm just never too sure if the audio quality is that good. I mean, obviously this is running off Wi-Fi, which is better, but most of the time I have it tethered to 5G, but having the Wi-Fi is definitely a little bit more stable. Wizz Air A321 is just about to push back, and passengers are just getting on board the EasyJet. Quite a good vantage point here because you can actually watch everything from behind. So the only thing it's not so good for, it's not so good for 05 arrivals, which we'll see shortly. You get a good shot of the approach, but you don't really get a good shot of the touchdown zone. Only the aircraft once they've vacated the runway. Right, I'll just have a quick look to see where this TUI is. Shouldn't be too far away now. And John Doherty, you can hear all fine from Newcastle. Fantastic, mate. Great to have you on board. I hear that the temperature back home, back in the northeast, is forecast to be quite mild for the next week. It's looking like 24, 25 degrees. So, yeah, we'll be getting back and it'll still be the same temperature-wise, which is really nice. Excellent, Marky. Very well done. Yeah, John Kenneth, the weather over here has been lovely. There was a few heavy showers early this morning first thing, and then they cleared, and it's just been really nice, to be honest. Been really, really nice. Right, the TUI is just coming in now. Let me zoom in. There it is. Oops. There's the TUI 737-800 in that lovely retro livery. That looks so cool. So that's it, just coming in on the approach for runway 05 now. It's one of them ones I've been meaning to see, but I haven't quite seen it yet. So that's them just on the approach there. I'm going to miss the C-130 on Wednesday. I am, mate. Yes, unfortunately, it's such a pity about the C-130. But I've said it quite a few times now. But you know, there is nothing really to replace the C-130. They're not replacing it with extra A400s. They're not doing anything. So for a good 5 to 10 years, there's going to be a cargo capacity shortage. Well, by the RAF for at least the next 5 to 10 years, because they have not selected anything to replace the C-130, and they are going to discover very soon that it is irreplaceable. You can't supplement it with A400s that they currently have. The dispatch reliability and everything just isn't there. It's interesting because the RAF have tried to get the A400 to do more with the A400 recently, what the C-130 does, but it's just nothing on the same scale. Just not on the same scale at all. Right, that is the 737 just about to turn final now. Thunderstorms back home, Sam. Yes, I've seen that, mate. I've seen that on the weather forecast yesterday. How sad is it? I'm checking the weather forecast for back home. Not on my hotel, no, not staying at a hotel. Just got a nice private place for a couple of weeks, which is nice. But yes, from there. Right, here comes the TUI, just turning in now. You can see that hillside approach just as it turns in. How many aircraft come to this airport each day? It all depends, really. It depends on the day. Some days are busier than others, and some days are busier, some days are quieter. It just depends. Right, here's the TUI coming in. TUI just on the final there. As you'll see, the plane will disappear just before touchdown in a second. Right, the TUI looks like he's going to vacate just at the exit there. Kai Tak approach, yeah, it is very much like Kai Tak, mate. It is very, very much like Kai Tak. Such a cool approach. So me and my wife were looking at this before, and Mine Q photo book, it almost translates as My Crew photo book, but I'm not entirely. It looks like it's an app, a German app anyway, where you put all of your photos and then you create your own albums and so on. But I'm presuming that's what it is from what I've looked at. But yeah, such a cool livery, such a cool livery. Wizz Air is just getting ready for pushback, so we'll get the Wizz Air going in just a minute. So pretty much all of the aircraft, as soon as they touch down here at Madeira, there'll be a follow me car, and the follow me takes the aircraft and marshals it onto on the stand. It's pretty basically standard for all of the arrivals here into Madeira. See, there's lots and lots of people down on the viewing terrace at the moment, which is nice. Now the Wizz Air is just about to push back in a second. See all the people down there. Lots and lots of happy holiday makers, all ready to head back home after a lovely holiday here in Madeira. I was wondering, I thought there was a tug already attached to the Wizz Air. That's the Wizz Air just put his beacon light on, so he'll be pushing back in just a second. Just remember, folks, if you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the live chat. Is this airport on flight radar 24? It is indeed, yes. It is indeed. In fact, flight radar 24 is a pretty amazing tool to have, especially when you're in another country. Figuring out what to film, when to film it and so on, it's pretty invaluable. TUI flight from Munich, 29 minutes out. Thank you very much, Sam, thank you. We'll try and catch that in half an hour. Meanwhile, we've got a whole load of departures. We've got the Wizz Air there, got the Ryanair which is ready, and the TUI which is ready, so we've got 3 departures all in very quick succession. So Wizz Air, what's it got written on the back of it? Oh, wizzair.com. I don't know why it looked, I think it was just the heat haze. The heat haze almost made it look like it was a different, like a sticker or something, you know, sort of the ones Ryanair used to have on some of their aircraft. They don't tend to have them on as much nowadays, but yeah, that's what it looked like. What is the code on Flight Radar 24? The code Ferry Hill is Lima Papa Mike Alpha. So LP is the code for Portugal, and MA Madeira. LPMA, Lima Papa Mike Alpha. It's a glorious, glorious day here. It really is beautiful. Right, I'll just position that there for a moment, folks. So Wizz Air A321 has just pushed back, and we're just waiting on that to go in just a minute. Interesting question, that, Sam. do any 777s come to Madeira Airport? So if you go into YouTube and if you type in Boeing 777 at Madeira Airport, you'll find a video from the early or mid 2000s, I should say, of an Austrian Airlines 777-200 which flew into Madeira, operating I think because the previous flight had been cancelled, so they sent a 777 in. There are no scheduled flights at the moment using Boeing 777s, and there's not really that many wide bodies that come in here, to be honest. They did used to have the TAP Portugal A330 in frequently, but at the moment that isn't in as often. But yes, you can get a 777 into Madeira. You can even get a 747 into Madeira, which is pretty cool. Might be going away in September to Spain, John. That'd be fantastic, mate. That'd be fantastic. So if you can see the Wizz Air on the screen there, folks, Wizz Air has just pushed back. They're just disconnecting the tug from the Wizz Air now, and that'll get taxiing in just a moment. It is Ferry Hill train spotted. What's also interesting is the Ryanair Manchester flight. So for those of you who know about football, Cristiano Ronaldo's number was number 7. And Ryanair, when they began operations here to Madeira, with a base of 2 aircraft, the flight to Manchester was flight FR7. Now, obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo used to play for Manchester United. That relationship then soured, and despite that, Ryanair are still using the flight number FR7 on the flight between Madeira and Manchester, which is quite interesting. Michael Curtis would love to see them try and get an A380 into here. It would be interesting. It would be very interesting. Yeah, it would be. John Doherty, do I no longer stream from Newcastle Airport? No, mate, I still stream from Newcastle Airport. I'm just me and my good wife got married last week and currently on the honeymoon, so yeah, been a little bit preoccupied recently, mate. Had lots and lots of things to do, but once things get a little bit more back to normal, we'll definitely be live again at Newcastle in the very, very near future. Right, there is Wizz Air's A321neo just taxiing out. Hotel Alpha Lima Yankee Charlie, or was it Victor Charlie? Sorry, Lima Victor Charlie. That's just taxiing out now to runway 05. Like I say, you can you get a limited view of runway 05 from this spot, but you do get a fairly good view of runway 23. I believe this one is going all the way back to Poland on a nice long, nearly 5-hour flight. So Wizz Air just backtracking. Thank you very much, Sam. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Alright, we've got the Ryanair, which is ready to go. TUI is ready to go. 2 aircraft ready for pushback. The EasyJet is now ready to go. It's got a nice gaggle of aircraft ready to rock and roll. And the Wizz Air A321neo is just lining up on runway 05. So Pedro is, I think, filming. He's currently live streaming from that end of the runway, so he'll have a really good view of the turnaround from that spot. Like I say, you don't get the greatest of views from here of the 05 side, but you do get nice rotation shots sometimes. There we go. That's the Wizz Air just lining up. Love all of the houses here and all the different the brightly coloured roofs with the red tiles. Really, really nice. EasyJet A320 is actually the first to push back. EasyJet is just pushing back now, for those of you who can't see, but we'll pan to that in just a moment. Just in the background is the ferry to Porto Santo. It's the ferry just over there. Ferry to Porto Santo. Just in the background there. Right, here goes the Wizz Air. There we go, that's the Wizz Air up and away. You can see that there's 40 of you all tuned in at the moment. Very good afternoon to each and every one of you from Madeira Airport. It's wonderful to have each and every one of you on board. I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. Right, there's the EasyJet, Oscar Echo India Juliet Zulu. And Tugger's just heading away now. And then we've got the TUI and the Ryanair. Both of those are ready to go as well. So I thought they would have gone before the EasyJet, so I'm presuming they must have some sort of slot delay or something which is holding them back. I know I did when I flew to Bristol from here a couple of years ago. We had a slot delay for a little bit, but yeah. Right, that's EasyJet just almost ready to taxi. Oops. Michael Curtis always fancied a holiday in Madeira just for the approach. Honestly, it's a brilliant place, mate. No matter where you go, you're always around the airport anyway. There's always a good place to go and do some spotting. It's really good. I have no idea, Sam, because I've never heard of it, mate. Not a clue. Couldn't tell you. Right, that's EasyJet taxiing. And 17 minutes for the TUI that's coming in. Thank you for that information, mate. Appreciate that. Oh, TUI's just about to push back now, so TUI 737-800 is just about to go. TUI fly, I should say. EasyJet is just about to turn at the end of the runway. There it is. Still a bit of a steady breeze coming in at the moment, but at the moment it's favouring runway 05, but it has switched from time to time, so there's every possibility it may change again. Right, that's EasyJet rolling. There we go. Next to go is the TUI 737-800. And John Driscoll, you watch this airport daily. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I must admit I watch it quite a bit. That is the one thing I do like, is you're not going from one time zone to another. It's the same time zone, so it's pretty good. Stephen Marchant, no, I didn't fly from Newcastle. No, I flew from Edinburgh to Stansted, and then Stansted to Madeira. So, yeah, didn't fly from Newcastle this time. And how's the new screening area? I don't honestly know, because I haven't been through Newcastle in a few weeks. But yeah, hopefully it's open soon, and it'll be good to see the new scanners in operation. I used Shannon Airport, obviously, when I went the other month, and that was amazing, because they've got the new scanners where you can put through liquids and all sorts, and honestly it made such a difference. You don't have to worry about your electronics or anything, it all just goes in the bag. It's brilliant. Yeah, this is a unique view, definitely, John. Sorry I didn't catch the second half of your comment there. It's a really unique view from this perspective, because you're a bit higher up and you're looking down on the airport and all the operations. Like I said before, when runway 23 is in operation, it's amazing the approach shots you can get in the touchdown shots. But honestly, it's just such an amazing airport, and if you've not visited Madeira before, I would highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So, TUI 737-800 Delta Alpha Tango Uniform Foxtrot is just 5 minutes away from landing. and it's passing 3,000 feet on the approach, so that'll be landing shortly. Meanwhile, the other TUI 737-800 is about to taxi to the runway now. Right, we'll just zoom in on the TUI taxi. That one is Delta Alpha Tango Uniform Oscar. Very smart 737-800. So they're just about to backtrack down the runway. Meanwhile, the other TUI 737-800, I can't quite see it yet, but he'll just be going on to the downwind leg of the approach in just a moment. Now, yesterday I got such a surprise. So yesterday there was a really nice it's called High Sky Europe, and they have a brand new A321neo. It was meant to be delivered to a Chinese carrier earlier in the year. It was flying to Budapest, and me and my wife were down just at the spot over there on the main road next to the turning area for runway 23, and I expected it, as pretty much all movements do, backtrack down the runway right to the end, then take off. The A321neo got to this point, to the turning bay, turned around in there, and then departed. So the rotation for that A321neo was pretty much about there. So I kind of wished I'd been at the other end of the airport, to be honest. But judging by how quickly it climbed, I don't think there was many passengers on board. But it was a bit disappointing waiting to see it head on, and then it turned around further down the runway than I expected. But yeah. Ryanair's 737-800 Echo India Golf Sierra Hotel, that's just pushed back, and the TUI Fly 737-800 is just lining up on runway 05 now. Still can't see the other. Oh no, now I can see the other TUI. The other TUI is just on the downwind leg now. So we've got a couple of departures and an arrival in quick succession now. Now, if I pan this correctly, you should be able to see the two TUIs in the same shot. The other one is just on the downwind leg there. So that's where there's the other one just coming in there now, just on the downwind section. TUI fly away. That's that one in, and the other one is just turning onto final down over there. The other TUI coming in, just in the far distance there, you can see it. The camera's having a bit of a trouble trying to zoom in on that because it's blue against blue against blue, with a tiny little bit of white at the top. It's the Ryanair taxiing, a hole short of runway 05. Right, TUI is just coming in on the approach now. Yeah, I love the rooster. You can hear the cockerel in the background, it's pretty cool. Right, here comes the other TUI. I missed a go-around yesterday whilst we were having breakfast. There was a Transavia 737-800 and he came in and it just looked like he was coming in a little bit too fast, and sure enough he went and did a go-around, and yeah, we were just having breakfast when that happened, sitting here watching it. It was pretty cool, watching from above. That's the TUI down. Ryanair should backtrack. Looked like it did look like the TUI was going to make it, and then he's just missed the high-speed exit. So, well, I say high-speed exit. He's missed the quickest exit to get off the runway, I should say, not the high-speed exit. Ryanair backtracking. Well, we'll just go over to the TUI again, and the TUI is just turning in the turning bay to then come back up the runway. You can see there's 50 of you all tuned in at the moment. Very good afternoon to each and every one of you. It's lovely to have you on the live stream. Delta Alpha Tango Uniform Foxtrot. Now, when we flew to Madeira the other day, it was pretty cool because most of the flights were cancelled due to Storm Oscar, and we were fortunate enough to still have our flight operating, which was nice. So we ended up landing over 3 hours late, but still, it was nice. It was really, really nice. That's the TUI just vacating the runway there. Meanwhile, the Ryanair is at the other end, ready to depart. That TUI 737-800 will be going out soon. First passengers are just getting boarded on that TUI flight, and the Ryanair is just lining up now. Hey, here goes the Ryanair. That's a Ryanair away. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. Right, there's the two TUIs. That one's just getting passengers boarded, and the other one has just landed. So a little bit of lull in movements at the moment. So have a quick wee break. And Sergio Gomez, welcome to the live stream. And Michael Curtis, which airlines did we fly with? Flew with Ryanair and Ryanair. John Driscoll, nice approach shots, thanks mate. Yeah, it is a lovely approach. But yeah, it's beautiful, just overlooking the 05 side, and also you get some good rotation shots, which is nice as well. So yeah, pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, folks, I think we'll probably, because there's not actually that many movements coming in the next wee while. We'll probably just stay for the TUI department. That one was the red one that just arrived before. We'll probably just get that department and then end the live stream for today. Might do another one next week at some point. There are a few more movements scheduled tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's a little bit of a lull in activity. The next TUI is over an hour away, and then there's TAP Air Portugal after that in an EasyJet, but they're still quite a long distance out, so we'll probably just stick around for the TUI. I'm just going to make a quick drink, folks, so I will be back in a couple of minutes. Stephen Marchant, yep, sorry, I've just literally answered your question there, mate. Hopefully that helps, but yes, hopefully another one next week, but no guarantees. We'll see how it goes. The answer is yes. And Farang Travels, hello, welcome to the live stream, mate. Great to have you on the live stream. Hope you're keeping well. Looks like that TUI 737-800 is almost ready to go, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Stephen Marchant, yes. Stephen Marchant, yeah. For some reason people keep asking, which is a bit of a weird question, but yeah, he's Portuguese. Yeah, he's very, very canny. Had the opportunity to do some spotting with him yesterday and beforehand, and yeah, very, very canny. Janet Lowe, hello, welcome to the live stream, Janet. My pleasure. Oh, it's lovely of you to tune in to say hello, Janet. I hope you're keeping well, and we'll hopefully be doing another live stream the next week. I was saying to everyone before, I was saying to Stephen Marchant, I'm not entirely sure if we'll be able to the next week. We'll play it by ear. This one was obviously just a little bit of a last minute one. But if I can, I'll schedule it in advance. But it's been lovely. I hope you're keeping well, and great to have you join in. And both of us are having a lovely time. Thank you very much. Oh, and Sam Thurlaway, thank you for the message on Facebook, mate. Thank you very much. Mum says he sounds Mexican. No, he's definitely Portuguese, mate. He's definitely Portuguese. I speak a little bit of Portuguese, and I can assure you he's 100% Portuguese. Oh dear. Right, I'm just going to make a cuppa, folks. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Janet Lowe, thank you so much again for renewing your membership and that, and thank you so much. Like I say, we'll hopefully have one up in the next week, and possibly even from here at Madeira. Like I say, I don't know. For those of you who weren't on board before, just in case you're wondering why I'm filming it handheld, so basically we got our case was picked up by someone else in Glasgow, and along with all our clothes for our honeymoon and everything else, the Velbon tripod was also in there, and so because of that, instead of doing filming using a tripod, which I was looking forward to, we're doing filming handheld. At the moment I've just got it sat on a little container overlooking the apron, which is why you've got the nice steady view, but yeah, unfortunately no tripod. I do have 2 spare ones back at home, but the tripod which I packed was my best Velbon tripod, so I'm gonna have to look into getting that replaced. But yeah, Sam, you're still here, mate. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Right, I just need to go and make my cup of tea. PG Tips is calling, and some cookies and bourbon biscuits. That's the order of the day. Don't get me wrong, coffee's nice, but at least tea's a bit refreshing. Right folks, the TUI is pretty much ready to push back now. Stairs have all been detached, and the ground crew are just removing the chucks and everything, so that'll be going in just a moment. Stephen Marchant. I am privileged and blessed to say that she doesn't disapprove of it, and she is very supportive whenever I do it. So yes is the answer to that. Yeah, we've spent a little bit of time touring the island and going around the place, and just had an absolutely amazing time. And on the odd occasion, like yesterday, after we'd had a nice meal out, just on our way back, stopped off at the airport for about half an hour and watched a couple of planes take off. And yeah, I'm very, very privileged to have a very wonderful wife. So yes is the answer. It was quite nice as well, because where we are, you've got the best of both worlds. You've got a stunning view over the island, nice and quiet area, and you've also got the airport right beneath you as well. So it's pretty much the best of both worlds, really. Right, that is the TUI 737-800 just pushing back now, and beacon light is on, so they're just getting ready to go. We've been live now, folks, for, believe it or not, we've been live on YouTube for an hour and 2 minutes. So like I say, once this TUI 737 has departed, that's going to be it for today, I'm afraid, because there's nothing else really coming in for over an hour. We will try and go live maybe tomorrow at some point. We'll see how it goes, or Tuesday, because there are more movements scheduled, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So TUI just pushing back now. Quite a cool livery though, I do like it. Also, folks, we're not far off 16,000 subscribers now. I think we're only about 20 subscribers off. So, yeah, massive thank you to everyone for your support. It's crazy how the channel's grown even this year with everything. It's been really amazing. So, thank you all very much. Joshy B1608 looks like a great spot of view from it. Is it's a fantastic spot, mate. It's really good. You've got a great view overlooking the apron, nice view overlooking the touchdown zones, and yeah, it's just overall fantastic. So he's just getting ready for the next load of passengers. Captain's just standing outside having a quick break, or first officer, whichever. And we've got the business jet there. Yeah, Stephen, you're absolutely right there. It certainly beats waiting for the Emirates till 9 PM. You're absolutely right there. Stood in a field in the freezing dark, in the freezing cold even, out in the dark. I was saying that to someone the other week actually, that it's nice just to have the Emirates back at a normal time again. And I was amazed because they disagreed with me. They said, oh no, I preferred it when it was 9 o'clock. And I was like, oh, okay. Saying that, I think they were using it for flying, I was using it for filming. But yeah, sat here in 25 degrees plus with a beautiful view and the airport beneath you is rather nice. Alright, that's the TUI just taxiing. Delta Alpha Bravo Mike Victor is next Air Berlin 737-800. I always tell the old Air Berlin ones because they have AB in the registration. And that was part of Air Berlin's thing to make their fleet easy to register, and well, just kept a little bit of normality. You knew whose aircraft was who just by the registration. Where are the refuel tankers? Refueling tankers. Pardon me. There was one round, I can't see it now. There you go. Right over there. Over there in the distance. Same time as the UK, it is indeed, Sam. It is indeed. It's quite nice. The Portuguese people are lovely as well. They're really, really, really nice. Especially the people of Madeira are very hospitable, very kind, and it's a lovely place. I've been here before, obviously, back in 2021, and it was amazing then. It's amazing now too. So here we go, TUI Fly 737-800, departing runway 05. that, it's a 2 away. There we go, folks. Well, just a little live stream for everyone. Hope you all enjoyed that. It's been live for about 1 hour and 10 minutes now. So, like I say, there's not that many movements coming in now. There's only a TUI and a TAP and an EasyJet, which are still about an hour away. So we're gonna end the live stream on that today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If I do get the chance, I'll try and do another live stream for all of you in the next few days. Like I say, there is more movements due, likes of tomorrow and a few other days, but we'll play it by ear, see how it goes. Stephen Marchant, thanks for the bonus live, great footage, and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you very much, Stephen, and you as well, mate. Hope you have a lovely Sunday, whatever you get up to, mate, and enjoy. Chip has good stream, you're welcome, mate, no worries, thank you for tuning in. Kev, thanks for another great stream, Jonathan. Bye all, take care, you too, Kev, and everyone on the live stream. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, something different from Madeira. And until the next one, I hope you all have a lovely end of the weekend, whatever you get up to. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll hopefully see you in a live stream very soon from here at Madeira. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Ta-ra.